Question number 3, exercise 1.3. Express the following in form of P by Q. Now the number is 0.6 bar. We have to convert in form of P by Q. So whatever number is given, we will take it as X. So let X is equal to 0.6 bar means this 6 digit is repeating. So let this as equation 1. Now how many digits have bar on it? So there is only one digit which has bar. So for that reason you will multiply equation 1 on both the side by 10. So multiply equation 1 on both sides by 10. So you will get 10 into x is equal to 10 into 0.66. Okay, now 10 into x is 10x, and when you are multiplying 10 with this number, this decimal will be shifted one place towards right. So this number will become 6.666 bar and so on. Now let this be equation 2. Now subtracting equation 1 from 2. So what will you get? 10x is equal to 6.66 dot dot minus x is equal to 0.66 dot dot. So what will you get? 9x is equal to 6 minus 0, 6, and this is 0. So x is equal to 6 by 9, which is equal to 2 by 3. So this is first question, first part. Question number 3, second part. The question is 0.47 bar. 0.47 bar. Bar is only on the number 7. So again what we will take, whatever the number is given, let it be x. So let x is equal to 0.477 and so on. Let this be equation 1. Now here also bar is only on the number 7, means only one digit. So this equation also will be multiplied by 10 on both the sides. So multiply equation 1 on both sides by 10. So what will you get? 10 into x is equal to 10 into 0.477 and so on. So 10x is equal to, again you will multiply with 10, so this decimal will be shifted one place towards right. So you will get 1.777 and so on. Now let this be equation 2. Now subtracting equation 1 from 2. So 10x is equal to 4.777 and x is equal to 0.4777. So 9x is equal to 7 minus 4, 3, 4. So what will you get? X is equal to 4.3 by 9, which is equal to, you remove this decimal and you put 1 in the denominator. After decimal 1 number, so 1 0. So this number will become 43 by 90. So this is question number 3, second part. Question number 3, third part is 0.001 bar. Again what you are going to take, let x is equal to 0.001001 and so on. Because bar is on all the 3 digit, so this 3 digit will be repeated. So let this be equation 1. Now how many digits have bar on it? 3 digits. So with which number you will multiply both LHS and RHS? 1000. So multiply equation 1 on both sides by 1000. So what will you get? 1000 into x is equal to 1000 into, okay, so what will you get? 1000 x is equal to when it is multiplied by 1000, this decimal will be shifted 3 places towards right. So this will become 001.001.001. So let this be equation 2. Now again subtracting equation 1 from 2. So what we will write? 1000x is equal to 001.001. And what was equation 1? X is equal to 0.001. So 999x subtraction. So 1 minus 0, 1. So x is equal to. So this is done. Question number 3 is completed. Question number 4. Express 0.999 in the form of P by Q. This is same as question number 3. So what you are going to do? Let x is equal to 0.999 as equation 1. Now which digit is repeating here? 9 means only one digit is repeating. So by which number you will multiply this equation as? You will multiply this equation by 10. So multiply equation 1 on both sides by 10. So 10 into x is equal to 10 into 0.99. So 10x is equal to 9.999. So let this be equation 2. Subtracting equation 1 from 2. So 10x is equal to 9.99 and x is equal to 0.99. Now subtract. So 10x minus x, 9x, and this is 9.0. So 9 by 9, which is equal to 1. So this question number 4 is done. Question number 6. Look at several examples of rational numbers in form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. What property of Q must satisfy? Means you have to look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. With no common factor, look at several examples of rational number where P and Q are integers with no common factor other than. Okay, so this question, what we need to do is, in which case, what should be the property of Q so that it should have terminating decimal. Okay, the question is about terminating decimal. So if I take the example, let us take example 1 by 4 or 2 by 25 or 3 by 16. Okay, so 1 by 4 can be written as 2 square. 2 by 25 can be written as 25 can be written as 5 square. 3 by 16 can be written as 2 into 2 raised to power 4. Or 1 by, suppose if I am writing 3 by 10, so it can be written as 3 by 5 into 2. So these examples, what are the Q denominator? Q means denominator. So denominator, what are the factors of denominator in each case? So either it is 2 square, means it is in the form of 2, or power of 5, or power of both. So suppose the question they are asking that find out whether the rational number will have terminating decimal without dividing. So what you have to do in that case, you just have to check the denominator. So the power of denominator should be either in form of the power should be in form of 2 or 5 or both to make a rational number a terminating decimal. Okay, To make a, whenever we have to find whether the rational number will have terminating decimal, the power of, or you can say the denominator should be in form of, the denominator should be in form of, the power should be in form of 2 or 5 or both, to make a rational number a terminating decimal. Okay, so note Q should be in form of power of 2 or 5 or both. So this is done. Question number 6. Exercise 1.3, question number 7. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating and non-repeating. So in this chapter we have particularly studied about the decimal expansion of rational number and irrational number. So only in case of irrational number the decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-repeating. So in other way, you have to write any 3 irrational numbers. Okay, so you know all which are irrational numbers, the square root, all the numbers which are written inside root, which are not perfect square or perfect cube, are the examples of irrational number. So what you can write is root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7. So the square root of all the numbers which are not perfect square. Okay, or how many examples? Suppose you can write root 21, all these. Okay, all these are examples of irrational numbers. So question 7 is done. Question number 8. Find 3 different irrational numbers between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So whenever you are getting, whenever in any question, if the number is given in P by Q form, means rational numbers are given. So you convert it into decimal and then find irrational number. So 5 by 7 we have to convert in decimal form. So for that you need to divide. So 7 0 0, 7 sevens are 49, 1 7 ones are 7, 30, 7 fours are 28, 2 7 twos are 14, 6 7 8 is a 56, 4 7 7 are 7 6 are 7 5s are 35, 5 7 7s are 49. Again it is repeating, okay, from 7 onwards, so till here. So the decimal expansion of this is 0.710.71428.5. Okay, now what is the other number? 9 by 11. So we'll just check, divide. 0.11 8 is a 88, 90 minus 88 2, 11 ones are 11, 20 minus 11 9, again 11 8 is a 88, so 2, 11 ones are 11. So what is the value? 9 by 11 is equal to 0.81 bar, because 81 is repeating in the quotient. Here also after 5 the number starts repeating, so I have put bar. So both are the example of non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, now I have to write 3 irrational numbers. So children, there is a pattern we follow when we have to write irrational numbers. So you can write any, just check the first 2 digits, 7 1 and here also 8 1. So any number between these two, but it should be, the digit in the quotient should be non-terminating and non-repeating. So what you can write? The 3 irrational numbers are, actually there are n number of irrational numbers you can find. So I am just write down, for example 7 1. So it should be between 7 1 and 8 1. So I can write as 0.720, 7200, 7200. So I am following a pattern. Okay, this is first one. Second one, it should be less than 0.81. So 0.73, 173, 1173, 111, as you know, there are infinite irrational numbers. So any number you can write in this form, whether they are following a certain pattern and not a single digit in the quotient is repeating. See, 720, 7200, 72000 means this pattern will continue. Here also 731, then 7311, then 73111. So nothing is repeating, they are following a certain pattern. Here third example you can write, it should be less than 0.81. So I can write as 0.80, 800, 8000 and so on. This dot represents that it is non-terminating, means the remainder will never become 0. Okay, this is the meaning of this dot. So whenever we are writing irrational number, so we have to put this dot. Okay, and we have to see that the digit in the quotient is not repeating, and they follow certain pattern when we write decimal representation of irrational number. So this question number 8 is done. Okay, question number 9. We just have to write whether classify the following as rational or irrational. So we just have to write whether the following numbers are rational or irrational. So if the number is given in form of root, square root, this is the symbol of square root, and the number inside root is not a perfect square, then obviously it is a irrational number. So is 23 a perfect square? No. Perfect square means if any number is multiplying twice. Okay, so suppose 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2, 4 is a perfect square, 3 into 3, 9 is a perfect square, 4 into 4, 16 is a perfect square. But can you anyway get you can get 23 by multiplying same number twice? No. So it is not a perfect square, therefore it is irrational number. Okay. Root 225. 225 is a perfect square and perfect square of 15. Okay, therefore it is a rational number. Okay, it is a rational number because the square root of this number is rational. Now this is a terminating decimal because here dot is not given. Dot is not given, that means it is terminating decimal. So it is a terminating decimal, therefore it is rational number. And see here, what is repeating? 478, 478 means this is actually 7.478 bar. This dot means non-terminating and 478. So it is non-terminating repeating decimal, therefore it is rational number. Only criteria for a rational number is non-terminating and non-repeating. But other than that, everything is about rational. So it is whether the decimal is terminating decimal, it will be rational. And whether it is non-terminating repeating, it will be rational. Only in one case, non-terminating and non-repeating, it will be irrational. So it is non-terminating repeating. So it is non-terminating repeating decimal, therefore it is rational. Okay, therefore it is rational. And fifth part is 0.01, 001, 001, 0001 and so on. See, they are also following a certain pattern, and it is non-terminating also, and the digit in the quotient is non-repeating also. So it is irrational. Non-terminating and non-repeating. So non-terminating, non-repeating is a decimal expansion of irrational number. Irrational. So it is irrational number. Okay. Therefore, it is irrational number. So this question number 9 is done.